guys, it's Misha E. Welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm just going to show you guys all the things I did for my 2026 Bookish Reset. Starting with setting my goal for 2026, I'm hoping to read 120 books. Last year, I read 191, but I ended up reading so slow. So I'm not rushing myself with the goal this year. Like, I'm going to take my time. I also got some new things to store my books on, including a TBR cart. I have wanted one of these since I saw everybody with them. And I have so many bookish things that I needed a place to store them. So I chose to store all my bookish things on the very top shelf. And one of my bookish things that I have entirely too much of is bookmarks. I have so many bookmarks. I like to collect metal bookmarks, acrylic bookmarks for different seasons, just different moods. So I have so many bookmarks, especially my Numb June. This was sent to me. And I lost it when I got it. But I have so many different kinds of bookmarks that I want to separate. Right here, I'm putting like specialty bookmarks and holiday bookmarks in one place. So now I'm just filling the top of the card. I have reading journals that I need to put up there, reading lights, bookish stickers. I have a lot of book sleeves that my mom and my sister had got me. So I just piled the top of the TBR cart with all of that stuff. Now the fun part, I am picking books off of my bookshelf to put on the TBR cart as the books that I'm excited to read like really soon. This was so fun to me because, listen, I never know what I want to read next, so to have the books that I'm most excited about reading in one place on the cart where I can just go there and know that these are the books that I really want to read next, that makes me happy. So it was easy to fill this cart because I have an ongoing list of books that I'm gonna read this next, I'm gonna read this next, I'm gonna read this next. And this is some of those books. Like, I didn't go downstairs to get the ones from downstairs yet, but I need to. But this was a good start for some of the books. I decided to make the bottom of the cart my intake shelf. So the books that are just coming in that haven't been scanned, I'll put them on the bottom shelf. And if you see this box, you know it's a book haul! Yee! Let's open this box. Okay, guys, we are in the box. Let's see what we got. Starting with Rhythm and Muse by India Hill Brown. I was so excited for this. I had it in my cart on Amazon for a really long time, but I did not hit the button. As soon as I saw Book Outlet had it, I had to get it. So Rhythm and Muse is about this guy named Darren, and he is cool with playing in the background. He stay in his head, he keep his headphones on, but he actually has this amazing talent for music. And that's going to get uncovered in this book through this transfer student that comes to town named Dilly. And he's going to have to decide, like, does he want people to know about his talent, or does he want to keep playing in, you know, in the background in the shadows. So I am looking forward to that. Next one we have is It Waits in the Forest by Sarah Dash. It Waits in the Forest is about a girl named Selena who knows that there's something evil, like, in the forest and going on around the town that she lives in, because there are murders that are taking place. So she's gonna get with an ex-boyfriend and they're gonna solve what's going on. I think this is very interesting. I cannot wait to see what happens. I love a good thriller. Throw some YA to the thriller and I'm in heaven. So can't wait to read this. The next book is Every Black Girl Dances by Candace Y. Johnson. It's about this woman named J.C. Burke. She went from high school to being like this big name in Hollywood, and something draws her back to her hometown in Texas, and she's going to run into a former high school classmate, and things in town are going to make her question her career choice and the boyfriend that she currently has out in Hollywood. So I think this is going to be a very interesting read. The next book is We Are So Good at Smiling by Amber McBride. This book is about Whimsy. She's a girl who is suffering from clinical depression. And while she's in the latest facility to get treatment, she meets this guy named Ferry. And he actually ends up moving into her neighborhood. And they end up connecting over a fear that they have over the forest at the end of their road. So I think this is going to be really cool. They said that there might be monsters and fairies and stuff. I am not sure what's in this forest that is frightening them, but I am so excited to find out. Okay, so The Revolution of Birdie Randolph by Brandy Colbert. This book is about Birdie just being like a really good girl, staying focused, about to graduate at the top of her class in high school. And she ends up falling for this really nice guy, but he has a tricky past. And she ends up getting close with him. And also there's an aunt who has quite a tricky past as well, who comes back around, and she ends up getting close with her as well. So I'm assuming this is gonna cause like some problems with her family, but I'm really looking forward to reading it, because in Little and Lion there was a lot going on with the family dynamic in that book. So I'm getting the same sense that this is going to be like that too. I think it's going to be a great read. I cannot wait to read it. Next, we have Intermission by Phyllis R. Dixon. This book is about a girl group who has disbanded, but they're coming back together for a reunion. And all of their different lives are going to be like discussed in the book. Even though they've separated, they're going to come back together. And you're going to see how they've lived their lives since their separation. Some are mothers, some are CEOs. I just think this is a really fun read. Like, I want to see how they come back together and how they were when they were first a group. Like, I think this is going to be fun. The next books are by Ayana Gray. It is The Beast of Prey and The Beast of Ruin. I know these books are magical and fantasy. They are about Kofi and Ikon, I believe his name is. But basically, his job is to stop her from what she has plans to do. But they're going to have to come together and like try to defeat a beast. Even though they have separate agendas that they're working towards. So I know that's what the first book is about. I am going to go into the second book completely blind, so I don't want to know what even this is going to be about, because I believe finding out what the second book is about before you've read the first one is kind of like spoiling it for me. So I'm not even going to check. But that's what these books are about. I want to get so much more into fantasy, and I think these books are going to be great for that. I have several more fantasy books as well. I want it to be a very magical year for me. I brought in the year reading a magical book, a fantasy book, so I hope to keep that going real heavy this year. The next book is Finding Jupiter by Kellis Rowe. This book is about a girl named Ray and a guy named Orion, and they are both dealing with grief. Ray has lost her father and Orion has lost his sister. So I think grief is going to be a big part of this book. I cannot wait to get into it. I have wanted this book for so long, and I don't know why I never just bought it, but I'm glad I got it in this order. Okay, we are down to the final books. This is The Blackwoods by Brandy Colbert. This book is about a famous black family. This woman who got famous in 1962 and became very well known ended up having this family who also became very well known. And what happens is when the matriarch Blossom Blackwood passes, a lot of secrets about the family is threatening to come out. So it's going to affect her granddaughters if these secrets come out. One of them, who is a child star and has carried on like the family name in Hollywood, and one who has never wanted to even go anywhere near the spotlight. I'm really excited to read this as well. I think Brandy Colbert does really good with family books because, like I said, Little and Lion was exceptional. So I cannot wait to read this and see what are the secrets that can ruin this family. I think this is going to be so awesome. The next book is Bet on It by Jody Slaughter. This book is about a woman named Aja and a guy named Walker. They have this encounter in the Piggly Wiggly, and literally when I read that, that's why I bought it, because I used to shop in Piggly Wigglies. Anyways, what's going to happen is something is going to make them make a bingo sex pact. And he is not from town. He is visiting town because of his grandma, and he hasn't been there in a decade. And he's planning to return to his life, but after meeting Aja, that might not be so easy. So this is going to be a fun romance, I can tell. Plus Size Player by Danielle Allen. I have wanted to get into this series, but I haven't yet. And I'm not going to read what this one is about. I know what Curvy Girl Summer is about, but I haven't read that one either. And I don't own that one yet. So I'm going to buy Curvy Girl Summer and read that before I find out what is in this book. But I am excited to own it. I saw it on there and I got it quick. When I went to check out, Curvy Girl Summer was gone. So I didn't get that one, but I will be getting it soon. So this is my first book haul of 2026. I am excited about each and every one of these books. I think these books are going to be a very good time, and I am so excited to have them. Next, I had to update my reading journal. I've had the same reading journal for a couple of years, and I wanted to go into 2026 with a brand new one. My old one, it was my first time having one, so it wasn't filled out correctly, and I just did whatever in there. But with my new one, I really want to take the time and input every single thing that I read as I read it. What did I rate it? The books that I really love, those are going to be the books that I write like detailed reviews on within this book. I write detailed reviews on Fable and Goodreads for every book, but for my reading journal, it's just going to be the books that I truly love. And starting with 2026, Indigo by Beverly Jenkins has been a book that I loved so much already at the beginning of this year. My first 5-star read, and it was a pleasure to sit down and just write everything that I loved about this book and about Gallon and Hester, and just the book was a good time, and I had a good time writing about it. So that's what I'm showing you here, just my new book journal. I also got a new bookshelf to put in my room, not only for books, but also for some storage, because I'm just trying to organize my entire life while I'm trying to organize my books. So I got a little bookshelf that I can throw together really quickly, and I put it together while watching anime. I've started Solo Leveling. I am obsessed with Song Jin-woo, okay? This anime is a good time. It's only 2 seasons. I'm almost done with the 2nd season. But I had a good time watching it while putting this bookshelf together. Even though I hate putting stuff together. Truly, I do. I hate it. But somebody's got to do it, right? Really quick, I finished the top shelf of the shelf. Of course, I'm still putting it together. But this is my thing. This shelf is so small. I got it on sale for $19.99. But 20 bucks. But if I had to pay the regular $45 price for this, and this is what I got, I would have been so pissed. Like, the $45 bookshelf that you get from Walmart is so much better than this. Like, it's so much wider. If I had paid regular price for this, I would have been livid. I don't mind it for what it is, for what I'm about to use it for, because mostly I'm using it for storage, just a couple of shelves for books. But if I had to pay for this to be a bookshelf full price, the anger, okay? Because this shit is little. If I had to pay anything over $20 for this, I would have been pissed. I use an app and website called Libib to store all my books that I have. So if I don't literally feel like getting up and going to look at the shelves, or if I'm looking for a specific book, I can type it in the search in Libib to make sure that I do actually own it. So what I'm doing right here is I'm literally just scanning all the books in before I put them on the shelf. Like, I literally sit down with my laptop and scan in all my books. After scanning that book haul and other new books I had, I was able to go ahead and fill the shelf with my books and some other stuff that needs storage. One other thing that I do is the books that I finish, I take them to my big bookshelf downstairs, or my little bookshelf that I have downstairs. Most of the books down here are authors that I want to keep together, or it's just books that I have already read. Like, I used to have a whole system down there, but now with so many different areas of books working, I just put everything together, just put it on the shelf. The final aspect of a book reset to me is to get my favorite reading snack, which is these wild berry Skittles. I have to have them when I'm reading. I had to refill. So that was my entire book reset for 2026. I am looking forward to reading so many great stories as I did last year. These are some of the authors that I read last year and that stuck with me, and I read multiple of their books. and I'm looking forward to see how my lineup is going to be for 2026. But if you got this far in this video, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every watch that I get, and it'll be a lot of more bookish and crochet content coming in 2026. Again, thanks for watching and happy reading.